Welcome back to the channel, Pokemaniacs. We have so much to cover when it comes to the Jazwares figures. Very excited. We have some brand new images of Golurk. I know a lot of you have been just craving this thing. Hopefully this means that since we have these images, that we're getting something very soon. This is going to be an epic battle figure, and the points of articulation do seem like maybe they're a little bit limited, but still looking fantastic. It looks very accurate to, I mean, Golurk, what the Pokemon actually looks like. It does seem like we have just some like mild like wrist rotation, maybe some light elbow bendability there, just, I don't know, those like shoulder pauldrons, I guess they would be. Maybe those are going to limit things with those like wrist, with just how bulky his wrists are. But we do see down at the bottom, we do have some like ankle movement as we look at our feet picks here. It does look like we can maybe like rotate those ankles, the feet, just a little bit. So, I mean, it's Golurk. It's maybe not the most like crazy articulated Pokemon, but still exciting that we just have some sort of update on this figure, because we saw this so long ago, and we're finally getting some progress here. To go with it though, we do have some new photos of the Golett that we also teased not too long ago. We have an unpainted figure here, but Nerdy Boy on Discord was kind enough to track down some photos of it actually painted. So we have the kind of, I guess, essentially the final product here. It's looking also fantastic, and as far as I know, this is not like a super articulated figure, but it does have some very light points of articulation, it looks like. And that's kind of exciting to see on some of these like smaller figures. Although I do hope that the final product is maybe a little bit more like buttoned up. I don't know, like the paint is looking a little bit rough, but maybe that gives it a little character. Like Golett and Golurk are, I mean, maybe like ancient like Pokemon, I guess. So I guess it kind of works, but it's looking a little rough right here. So maybe this was just like a tester that kind of got leaked out. But I don't know. Either way, I think overall the Pokemon is looking really good. And again, hopefully since we have these photos, that means like releases are going to be coming up in the next few months. Much like the next wave of super articulated figures, the 6-inch ones, we also have some better photos of the Scizor that'll be coming out. It does look like it is propped up a little bit. Those little tiny little feet. I don't think you're going to be able to make it stand on its own, but I'm still hopeful. I'm holding out for it. But the figure is looking fantastic. Here it is on the stand itself. But the colors, the shape, even the wings, I think that looks, honestly, I feel like that looks really good. But I mean, I could see that also being a little bit debatable. The little claws, the pincers, I think those look fantastic. I love seeing that there's just some articulation there. I'm really excited to get my hands on this eventually. Scizor, one of my favorite Pokemon ever since it came out. Like, Scyther was already a cool Pokemon, but then it got an evolution. I was like, oh, game over. But looking really solid. Seems like it's standing really well on the stand. So I don't know, maybe it can stand by itself now that I'm like double checking these photos, realizing it doesn't have the little like post in the back, but if you do look at the back, there is the hole for it. So maybe it does stand on its own now that I've already said all this stuff about it. So whatever, we're doing it live, although this is a recorded video. Then the next wave, the actual next wave, coming out in January, we do have ourselves the wave that includes Gallade, Noivern, and Armarouge. This wave is up on Target. The availability, I don't know, it's been kind of weird. I did post a couple times about these figures dropping. I'm sorry, like I feel like I was being a little bit annoying, but I want to make sure you guys knew, because I knew there's a lot of hype around these ones. So it seems like every time I check, they go in and out of stock. So double check them. They've been on sale a couple different times for a couple different price points, but just refresh it. As I film this, Gallade is the only one that's in stock, but literally the night before, Noivern and Armarouge were going in and out of stock, and I was actually kind of disappointed. I refreshed, it was back in stock. So super weird, but this is the wave that is going to include that reprint of the Charizard with the new technology on some of the joints. So very interested to see how that goes. But in some of the photos we posted in a past video, few videos ago, it was looking very promising. There's actually some like actual meaningful updates to the figures. So if you do want to try picking those up, or if you want to keep an eye on the listings, check it out in the link down below. Got it all down in the description for you, as well as anything else I can. I'll make sure to hook you guys up down there. And reliable leaker Vesygam on Discord. This guy seriously is a godsend. Like, this guy's the GOAT. I don't even know if it's a guy. It could be a girl. I don't even know. But Vesygam is saying that in the next wave of super articulated figures, we're going to be having ourselves a 6-inch Blastoise which I know a lot of you in the comments have been asking for this, and this is super exciting. Like, that's going to be a must-have. Finally, we get some Blastoise love. Little nervous just because, I mean, it's Blastoise. He's kind of just this bulky turtle dude. So we'll see what the points of articulation kind of look like. The Cygamp says that the cannons on the back of Blastoise, they don't retract or anything, but they do have like a ball joint that they can kind of like move up and down. So like, at least there's something there. And he mentions that there's going to be an Incineroar coming out in that same wave, and I'm very excited for that one. Litten is one of my favorite starters, so Incineroar is going to be a must-have for me. So it's shaping up to be a really solid wave. I feel like these next 3 waves are going to be spectacular. But let me know your opinions down in the comments. Now we also have some photos of the upcoming battle figure sets. These are the 3 packs, hence there's 3 figures in the pack in the photo. But we do have some new ones here. Well, maybe some ones we haven't seen in a while, because we got like the Charmeleon Bagon, the Chespin. This one, I know Kabutops was maybe not the most widely distributed figure. So at least hopefully this one seems like the 3 packs get a little bit better distribution. We'll see. But we do have a Totodile in there. We've got the Poochyena. So that one, kind of exciting to see. And then this one, this 3 pack right here, it's been a long time since I've seen this Alolan Muck. So I'm just happy to see it. Plus the Wooper. Wooper was one I was not able to track down in my area. So very excited to see a Wooper, and I just like Muck anyways. But I really would like to see Cantonian Muck personally. But those are exciting to see. Plus we also have like back of the box photos here to see that some of our 2 packs are going to be coming out. We do see the Drifloon, which I'm excited for. We also have a Quilava coming out. I mentioned it in a past video. I didn't show off the photos because they were honestly looking really rough. So it's nice to see at least the render here on the back of the packaging, and exciting just regardless, because I mean, we got to finish our evolution line. We got the Cyndaquil, we got the Typhlosion, we got to get the Quilava. So very nice to see that in there. And also Lotad, just nice little cute guy in there. But let me know your favorites down in the comments, because I'm also excited. There's another 3 pack. This one is going to be coming with Hawlucha, which I love Hawlucha, but there's also a Metapod now. There's a Metapod coming out in this 3 pack, so I'm going to have to maybe rebuy this figure. Super cool to see Metapod here. This is the other product image we have, which is kind of like dead on, so I need to find like a side view of it, but still, I'm excited for it. I love a Metapod. Then after that, we do have some of the Clip and Go sets that are going to be coming out. We have a couple new ones. So first up, we have the Swablu, which is also great Pokemon. Love Swablu. And alongside that, we're going to have the Tandemaus to go along with it. Those are some of the newer ones. In the total wave here, we'll also have like the Cyndaquil, the Buizel. Kind of exciting to see something new there. The Minccino, Shinx. So lots to be excited about there when it comes down to some of these like smaller figures. Then more Jazwares news. We've got some Squishmallows is another product that Jazwares creates. We have something new called Squishalongs. These are a product I'm a little unfamiliar with, but it seems like they're just tiny little squishable little figures, which is kind of hilarious to me. But we're getting those little squishable figures of the past Squishmallows that we've gotten so far, but they are kind of like in this like playset form. So here we've got like the Torchic, Eevee, Snorlax, and the Bellibolt. But then in this other 4 pack, we've got the Teddiursa, Pikachu, Marill, and Gengar. But with that, this is like that kind of playset that I mentioned. Like, I don't know, it's something new coming out from Jazwares Squishmallows. Very interesting. It seems like these little like playsets are gaining a little bit of traction, or at least Jazwares is really trying to make them happen again. So that's kind of like stuff that I grew up on with, like the Mighty Max sets, Polly Pocket. Like, I don't know. Based on my channel analytics, I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. So really exciting. We're getting something new. We'll see how well it does. Personally, I might not pick those up. I just enjoy seeing that there's something new happening in the hobby. So really exciting to see this. Then found this posting from some very reliable accounts, at least in the Funko space. We do have a listing of some potential, these are just rumors, some potential Funko Pops that are coming out in the future for Pokemon. So we've got a pretty solid list here. We've got Ivysaur, Charmeleon, Electabuzz, which is pretty cool, Magmar, Goomy, Zoroark, and it does seem like there's going to be a new premium one that has a Pikachu doing Electro Ball. Kind of interested to see what that looks like from the like Funko Pop perspective. and a premium Venusaur, which I'm not exactly sure what the premium part means on either of these. I don't know if that means that they're like a jumbo, or if we're getting some like something new from the line. I know they also have like a light up aspect to some of the figures. So I don't know. We'll see what it comes, if these come, and we'll see what it looks like. But definitely we'll keep you guys posted on anything we see. And Enzo Rings came out with some new Pokemon rings. These are silicone bands that you can wear. Obviously, I don't have mine on right now, but I do actually wear Enzo. I have a lot of Marvel, Star Wars ones. I need to pick up some Pokemon ones. But if you've been holding out, there is actually a pretty solid collection that they have so far, and they just added these 3 new ones for Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, which is super cool because it's not just Charizard. We're actually getting the full trio, so I love that. And there's a new book coming out called Pokecology. Originally this was coming out in Japanese, but they actually are translating it to English. And initially I saw this and I thought it was just kind of like an unofficial product, which I think it still technically is, but it is endorsed and advertised by the Pokemon Company, so that's pretty cool. Reading off some of the descriptions from the posting, it includes vivid illustrations to introduce you to the ecologies of Pokemon based on data from the Pokédex. So that's pretty cool. It seems like they actually did a thorough reading of the Pokédex to like kind of come up with some of these like environments, how the Pokemon interact. The author and illustrator is actually somebody who holds a doctorate degree and studied animal behavior and ecology. So I don't know, I think that's super cool. Like there's like actual potential science behind some of this. So just kind of cool. The listing also says that the book will focus on similarities, differences, and generalities and relationships between Pokemon ecologies. Pre-orders for the book are open right now. I'll link that down on Amazon for you guys, and it does release on April 21st if you are going to be picking that up. And coming out of Japan, we have a wonderful looking remnant set. This one is called the Circular Diorama Collection 2, and yeah, just I love this one, like especially that the Vulpixes, the Cantonian and Alolan ones, like how the ice and fire kind of like meet in that ring. That like is so good. Plus, we've got a Mew in there, we've got the Dragonair, the Primarina, the Flygon, and a Mimikyu. Like this is a great set. So very excited for this one. This one is coming out in March of 2026, so maybe a little bit of a delay, but these, I mean, for the price point, these figures are, I don't know, they're just fantastic to me. In card news, it seems like the Millennium Print Group, which is the largest manufacturer of trading cards, who was purchased by the Pokemon Company International back in 2022, seems like they just signed a lease for a facility that's going to equal 1.27 million square feet. So they're calling it a campus at this point right now. Sounds like there is going to need to be quite a bit of construction that goes along with this. They already have a roughly 400,000 square foot building in this like facility campus area. So they'll be adding on an additional 866,000 square feet to this facility. So construction, I mean, is probably going to be starting very soon since the contract is signed. But it's not expected to be done until 2027. But regardless, it's good news, like down the line. Hopefully this craziness with the TCG is not going to last the next like year and some change. But I do hope that them being able to print more allows us to get our hands on some sealed product for MSRP, and it does end up like pushing some of the scalpers and that behavior out of the hobby. But we'll see, because also GameStop has listed up their Team Rocket's Moltres EX Ultra Premium Collection. Surprisingly, because they have stated that they're not going to be selling cards online anymore, but they did post these up and it is available to ship online. But also it's listed, at least for pros, it's listed for $171. If you're a non-pro, it's going to be $180. Now, way back in the day when I first talked about this, the price point was supposed to be $120, which was already, I feel like, a high price. But you do get some pretty rad stuff in there with like those promos, lots of packs. You get that cool Rockets Moltres like playmat, coins and all that stuff. So pretty sweet, and that $120 price point is like not unheard of for a UPC. So I was kind of anticipating that, but then to go tack on an extra $50 to this thing, I don't know. It is available though, so I mean, I'm not trying to like push you anyway, but I will link it down there if you are wanting it. I do want it. I'm kind of holding out. I'm hoping that there's a sale on it. But thank you guys for checking in on me over the last little bit. Like I feel like I've talked about this a lot, but I was in Japan for a couple of weeks. I was planning on coming back, doing videos, having a chat with you guys and all that, and then I got a flu, coming back from Japan. Apparently it was like this new strand. It's a whole thing, but it took me out for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I still have like a little bit of a cough. I've had to like do a couple like editing jump cuts because of the cough, but things are good. We're mostly healthy. We're through the jet lag and all that stuff. So we're back. We got this video out. We've got a couple of different things. I want to do an unboxing or like a haul video of my Japan trip. And as well as I need to do a massive unboxing from Jazwares. I just got a large box today. So hit that like button, subscribe, make sure you don't miss any of the videos. Thank you guys for spending some time with me today. Really appreciate you. Hopefully you have a great holiday. Christmas is this week. That's crazy. Take care of each other out there, and I'll see you very soon on the next one.